Welcome in to the CHGO Bears pregame show presented by Olipop, a new kind of soda. Use code CHGO20 for 20% off your next Olipop order. Had some Olipops over at the tailgate this morning.
Did you Olipop?
Let me clarify. There were Olipops there.
You didn't Olipop?
I did not Olipop. I'm planning on it, though, during the game. Once the show.
I had a grape Olipop. There's a video of me having a grape Olipop.
And it was Olipop?
Olipop?
Oh, it sounded.
I did not molly up. I ollied up. What just happened? And it was delicious. Straight delicious. I loved you, Olipop, and you started my day in a beautiful way. Okay. Cheers to you, Olipop. Cheers to everybody that's out there today, by the way, Hoge, including you, buddy.
Another great tailgate out there this morning, the corner of Cermak and Wabash. And
can I do my shout-outs real quick?
Yeah.
No.
I got one.
Okay.
Is it me?
You were not there.
Damn it. Ugh.
Yeah, you were not there.
Luke, you suck.
Luke from Australia?
Luke from Australia.
My guy.
That's your guy. Okay, you can have.
You know why he's my guy?
Why is he your guy?
He's also a Badger fan.
Yeah, he's been living in Wisconsin for 4 weeks. Did you know that? Yeah, I talked to Luke.
Yeah.
I also talked to Summer and Jeff, who made it out from Davenport, Iowa. They haven't been to a Bears game in like 5 years, but they're here today. They were having a great time. At least that's what I thought they were. My guys Ross and Daryl from Kentucky and Mike and Danny. And then there was the Butkus crew. We had Tony from San Diego, David from Hawaii, Eric right here in Lakeview, Pedro from Hawaii, Ovi.
Wait, multiple Hawaiians?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. Ovi, who out of Rockford loves a good beefaroo, Mike in Naperville, Tim in Downers Grove, Luke in Australia, a million mothers, but those are the names that I took the time to write down. Could have done a better job on that, but shout out to everybody who came out today. It was awesome to see you. I walked around, Hogue. I did this was the question I asked. I was just doing multiple, just hypothetical questions. Question 1, would you rather the Bears win 7 games or 1 game? And no matter what the answer was, the look was always this. It was just like such a not.
I know that look. And here's why I know that look.
Because everyone gives it the carm?
That's the look that was on my face when the first person that I saw at the tailgate this morning, like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he said hello before he brought up Caleb Williams' name, but I think it was pretty much just, hi. That's why we shouldn't draft Caleb Williams, because of last night.
Oh, there was a lot of Caleb Williams.
And I immediately go, yeah, that's not a reason to not draft a guy. But also, Can we just focus on Justin Fields, please, for the love of God?
I'm so excited for today. Like, we get another, sort of answer to the piece to the puzzle in less than an hour, so I'm fired up for it. But there was a lot of Caleb Williams was not good against Notre Dame, threw 3 interceptions. I didn't see the game, so I got to go back and watch it to see how bad he was. But he was bad last night, so apparently Caleb Williams sucks, and Justin Fields is going to have a great game today, and we're not even going to be talking about that because Bears.
Justin Fields forever.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know.
I haven't done Justin Fields forever.
The
That's
rights
good.
issues. The rights issues to using a Beatles song are definitely worse than any other song, I would say.
That's interesting, though.
I don't even know trouble for changing the lyrics and just going a cappella in front of a sock like Carm does.
Law should have been a lawyer. Straight
thank you.
Yeah, Luke with the super chat here. Is that our guy Luke or is that a different Luke?
I don't know.
He says, let's
Luke Urbach. Let's get a Bears big dub today. Secondary's hell. Let's go.
Luke Outback would be the one you said.
Oh, yeah.
Urbach, I don't think you were at the tailgate, but maybe you were. I don't know.
Real quick, I did learn a lesson last night. So I watched most Saturdays. If I'm home, I'm watching college football. Right, that's not surprising to anybody. So that
is not surprising.
Last night it was actually kind of fun. I had Caleb Williams on one TV, and then Drake May on the other because they were playing at the same time. And, Drake May was dropping some dimes. Caleb Williams was throwing 3 interceptions. It wasn't a great Caleb Williams game. But
were any of the interceptions tipped? Anything that you can give him a pass on or no?
It's bad throws.
Bad throws.
Bad decisions. He's under a lot of pressure. Regardless, though, I don't want this to become a Caleb Williams thing. I'm just telling a quick story because it comes back around to the Bears. But as I'm watching these games, like I'm 100% serious when I say this. Like the word Bears never was like in my brain. Like I was just watching college football.
Come on.
No, this is what I do, Carm. I'm just okay, who are the top prospects? Who should I be watching this week? If I don't have like
That's weird to me. I'm sorry. That's just weird to me. The only thing I would be thinking about if I'm watching USC play and Caleb Williams is can he be the Bears quarterback or not? I would be sitting there.
Why?
Because it's the most interesting part of the whole thing.
You
I don't
sound
care.
like Braggs.
Yeah, you do.
Don't ever compare me to that guy.
I mean, he's the guy that brings up Caleb Williams every day.
Well, but I don't bring him up every day. I'm just saying if I was sitting there watching him.
I'm sorry, but I do this every year. Whoever the guy. So anyway, he was struggling, and then he made an amazing play on a touchdown later in the game where he like eluded 11 guys, threw it like this as he's moving to his left, and I just tweeted, I go, "Oh, there's Caleb Williams." You know, literally had nothing to do with the Bears. I wasn't really active on Twitter last night other than tweeting that, so I wasn't like checking my phone or anything. And then like I was going to bed later, and I had like I got ratioed by Bears fans. Oh, did you see the 3 other interceptions? This is exactly why you don't draft this guy. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here?
Yes, you waded into the Caleb Williams.
So I'm not allowed to talk about any of the quarterbacks in college football?
No, you're the Bears guy. How do you not know this?
Okay, how would that same tweet have been taken 2 weeks ago?
Probably the same way. I don't think it's all that different.
Oh, I disagree.
What exactly was the tweet again? Give me the exact tweet.
It was just, and there's Caleb Williams. That was a special play. That's all it was.
Oh, well, of course, yes. I don't know. People would be
2 weeks ago, they would have been making excuses for him. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't, worry about the interceptions.
Right. Oh, okay. I get it now. Yes, that's true. They would be. But
all
whenever
I'm saying is we are back to the beginning of the season here.
Yes, we are.
Where
yes,
you don't even have to mention Justin Fields. For Justin Fields,
the mob is out.
The
mob is out.
Like out there, like dude, that tweet had nothing to do with Justin Fields. I right now would stay away from a rookie quarterback, quite frankly. Also, if you're giving up on Caleb Williams because of last night, that's why you're not a scout.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet
the guy is special.
I'm gonna guess that despite last night, whoever has the number 1 overall pick or trades for the number 1 overall pick is going to be drafting Caleb Williams. By the way, just seeing a lot of action here in the chat. Shout out to my guy Brian Souter, my number 1 Illini fan. Illinois with a big win last night. Hoge.
I saw
yesterday.
That was
winning on the road at Maryland's a good win. Good win. How about those Iowa Hawkeyes walking into? Was that Camp Randall yesterday? The Hawkeye beating your Badger?
Yeah. You guys didn't ask me for my lock of the week.
What was the final?
It was Iowa?
On Thursday, but it was 100% Iowa. The 2 steals of if you're into just like finding spreads that make no sense. One I gave you earlier this year, but Wisconsin had no business being 6-point favorites at Washington State back in week 2. It was an idiotic spread. Washington State was the better team all day. I would have thought Wisconsin still would have been the better team yesterday, especially with all the injuries Iowa has. But 10-point favorites? Who thought Wisconsin was going to score more than like 13 points to begin with? How are they going to win by 10?
Yeah.
There was that spread made no lock of the century yesterday was Iowa. Good for them winning outright, but that's 10 points. No one in any Wisconsin-Iowa game, I don't care how bad either of the teams might be, should ever be favored by 10 points in that matchup.
What was the final?
15-6, right?
Yeah, the over/under was 34.5.
Yeah.
That was another lock. Under. Taking any Iowa. Always take the under with Iowa. But regardless, super chat here from Ian, $5. Have you guys thought about doing the pregame show an hour earlier and doing it at the tailgate, kind of like a setup you guys did at the Combine?
We have thought about it, Ian.
Ian, it's tough.
There's one big
a
difference.
lot.
The combine happens in a convention center with reliable internet that you can connect to.
Yes and no.
Well, yes and no. Sometimes reliable internet.
We
But
did have
also-
one situation.
Braggs' parking lot where it's kind of like the surface of the moon.
Yeah.
Ian, with all due respect to our current talents here, we would need like real engineers and stuff like that we don't have.
Yeah. I ain't it. Sorry.
I think we could do it, and I would love to do it, but it's
I don't think we can do it.
it's
But maybe I'm just sleeping on the brilliance that's just all around me.
I don't want to do it, so I'm
we
sure
know
someone
that.
else-
You don't want to
Just a
be
lot,
here
man.
right now.
Yes, I do. I love being here. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Let's get into inactives today because there's a little bit of pregame news. We'll hear from Nicholas Moreano. What, you got one more thing?
Yes, I just want. Well, no, go ahead. Just I'll
Well, I did see, but like, there's people in the chat saying, take the L, Hoge. What L? I guess that's my point. What L is there to take?
just take the L.
For what L? Like I should have taken the L I should have taken the L this morning to the tailgate. That was my mistake. But there's no L to take here. I don't understand what L there was.
You didn't realize that you were poking the bear of you were poking the bear, no pun intended, of the Bear fan base. You did that, and now you're acting like you did nothing when you should have realized your audience, and that's your L. Apologize to your audience.
For what?
For not knowing your audience. I don't understand the people that follow me and depend on me and
I don't know my audience on Twitter anymore. According to the For You column, like I don't know where that tweet's ending up. Some random guy who's looking for
this is you're
advice on a carpet is
you're
finding my tweet.
You're in excuse land. Now you're blaming Elon. Like this is you just take the L.
Okay, so what are the rules on tweeting about college football on Saturdays?
The rules are any tweet about Caleb Williams is going to be taken as something
What
to
if
do
I
with
tweeted
Justin
about how
Fields.
Drake May played well?
Any tweet on any quarterback that's going to go in the top 5 is going to be taken as something to do with you don't like Justin Fields.
Okay.
And or unless you want to be the other way, Caleb Williams sucks. I'm so happy we have QB1. Then you'll get a big W. Everybody will love you, and they will, send you flowers.
I'm with Brandon. Never apologize. I'm not apologizing. I'm going to keep covering the draft the way I always do, regardless if it has to do with the Bears or not. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a great quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals next year. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Not everything has to do with the Bears.
There you go. Okay.
I hope the actual quarterback who's playing today for the Bears continues to do what he's done since we and actually, I'm going to take credit for this. I'm the one who came up with hashtag Stand with Fields. That was me. Cardin's the one who owned it in the video. But things that actually have to do with Justin Fields, that was me. And together, as I think a company here, CHGO, we shouldn't even give any credit to Justin. It is CHGO that had the 8 touchdowns.
That's right,
and 1 interception in the last 2 games.
Which
I
is
didn't,
about
I didn't
to
have the interception.
which is about to become 11 touchdowns and 2 picks after today.
Braggs has we're giving the interception to Braggs because he's the one that actually does want to talk about Caleb Williams being on the Bears.
Well, look, all we did here was say, do not boo Justin Fields. That's all I did, at least. And then you took it to stand with Fields. So it's a great team effort by us.
I agree.
Justin probably does get the lion's share of the credit here for playing as well as he's playing.
Of course he does.
Along with the offensive line, along with DJ Moore. Do you realize, shout out to the Tribune, some of the stats on DJ Moore and the historic nature of what's going on here?
Okay, but can I ask a question? Is it Bears history or beyond Bears history?
Beyond.
Okay, then I want to hear it.
Okay.
Because if it's any Bears wide receiver record that he may have broken or is on pace to break, that's not really that impressive.
No. Justin, well, first of all, DJ Moore, Hoge, and everybody, is the first NFL receiver since the New England Patriots' Randy Moss in 2007. That's 16 years ago. To average at least 100 receiving yards with at least 5 touchdown catches in his first 5 games with a new team. So since 2007, as far as trades or free agent acquisitions in their first 5 games, DJ is on a historic pace that dates him back all the way to Randy Moss, who came to New England and started killing it and never stopped. 5 touchdown passes and averaging at least 100 receiving yards. Now, it's a little deceiving because he had such the huge game that he had and yada yada. But if we're gonna average it out to what he's done, that's where he's landing. That's pretty damn impressive.
That's good. Let's see it continue today. I feel like it's just in general the theme for today is just. I mean, I guess every week in the NFL is a litmus test, but like, this is. Are they really trending up, or has it been an aberration? You know what I mean? Like, this is a week, especially the timing that you have the Vikings. Even forget the timing. This is an NFC North game in your own stadium. These are the games you need to win, right? Like, maybe the only exception this year is the Lions, but you should have beaten the Packers at home already. You blew that opportunity. Now you got the Vikings. Are you going to go 0-3 against your NFC North rivals this year at home? Because that would be disappointing for what this team was supposed to be this year. So on top of that, just baseline, you are seem to be trending in the right direction. Offense is getting better. You're getting healthier in the secondary. The Vikings, meanwhile, are getting less healthy. And their best player, one of the best players in the entire league, is not playing and is on IR, and Justin Jefferson. To me, the timing of this game is a big opportunity. I don't care what the spread is. I actually think the Bears should be favored in this game, to be honest with you. And regardless of what the result ends up being, win or loss at the end of the day, this better not be a post-game show we're doing 3.5 hours from now where we're talking about the coaching staff getting fired and stuff like that. Because they should keep this arrow pointed up today is my point.
So, yes. By the way, I walked around the tailgate. Another one. I asked everybody there, will Matt Eberflus be the Bears head coach next season? And if you believe that our tailgate is representative of the fan base, then 100% of Bears fans think that Matt Eberflus is not going to be the head coach next year, or at least don't want Matt Eberflus to be the head coach next year.
Well, those are two different questions.
But I didn't ask him if you want.
Yeah.
I just said, will he be? And everyone is. And to me, it was based on the fact that like people just are not currently in love with the Flus for whatever reason. But it was a unanimous, basically, no. And I'm like, well, how many games do you think they're going to win? Trying to like take this to its logical conclusion. 6, 7. I'm like, you think that they're going to win 7 games or even 6 games?
Right. It doesn't.
Which would be double last year. Which basically they're playing 500 football close to it the rest of the way, and you think they're going to fire him?
Right.
No way. Not getting fired if that happens. Like it has to be. It's got to be 4 or under, I would think.
Wait, there's 12 games left, right?
Yeah, it's 12 games left. That's
so
correct.
If they win 7 games, they finish 6-6.
Yes,
you're not firing a coach who
no way.
finishes the season 6-6.
Even at 5 and 7, if they get to 6 wins,
yeah,
I don't think he's getting fired. I think 5 feels like maybe the starting point. But for me, like if you want to say he's getting fired, it's like 4. They go 3-9 the rest of the way and win 4 games. The defense never really finds its footing.
Yeah.
Fields is still somewhat in the wilderness. Although the most popular take that I got from that resounded from all Bears fans is like there's still a whole segment of Bears fans that were out there today that would love to see the offense do really well and the Bears not necessarily win a bunch of football games. Like if Fields plays well and you end up losing 35-32 games and you end up with a high pick, to today's tailgate, Bears fans would be okay with that. I
understand that. You're going to have a high pick anyway. You have the Panthers pick.
Yeah, well, we need a lot of players. I don't know if you looked at the roster.
Justin Fields is now 6-22 or whatever it is in his career.
Right. But you could.
The guy needs to start winning football games.
Hoger, you could win.
I'm not doing this again.
Okay.
I'm not doing this again this year.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, you could win football games with him not playing that great, and that would kind of suck.
Oh, sure. But I'm not also. How about this is going to be really controversial. How about the quarterback plays well and the Bears win? Can we? Where do I sign up for that?
You get a W. You get a W.
I mean, that might be the boldest take I've ever had on this show. I know, but it is possible.
You get a W on that take.
Okay.
Bears fans will. You could take the W.
I don't know. Is that possible that you can have both? Or are we just being our expectations so low here in Chicago?
That's what happened last week, buddy. The quarterback played great, and the Chicago Bears won a football game. Let's go.
Plus, I'm seeing tweets and a comment here too about Devin Hester being on the field at Soldier Field right now. So he's also here in front of me.
One that's a new addition, is it not? I haven't seen that out here in a while.
Been there a while.
But you can't lose if Devin Hester's there. Little Soldier Boy inside Soldier Field, get that going.
Gary's having a freak out on who's at center today. Hoge.
Okay, Gary, when we know, we'll tell you, buddy. We got Nick coming on in a few minutes. They're literally, I think they're just starting warm-ups. But here are your inactives for today, perhaps giving us some clues. Roshan Johnson is obviously out. We knew that. Nathan Peterman is back on the 53, but inactive as QB3. Travis Homer also out. Terrell Smith, who popped up Friday with the illness and was quickly ruled out. That was interesting. And then the Aviante Collins weekly inactive there. So really no surprises here, but what it means is 2 players to watch that are up. One is Eddie Jackson. So secondary, hopefully back to close to full strength here. Kyler Gordon's playing. Eddie Jackson's out there. Your 5 starters are back out there on the field. So that should be a big boost. It also means Lucas Patrick is cleared concussion protocol, and he's up. So I understand the questions from Gary and others. What's going to be the starting 5 here with the O-line? I would hope that it's what the plan was when we came into the season, when Nate Davis was signed back in March, which was although you obviously don't have Braxton Jones, so you're not going to have all 5. But Larry Borum at left tackle in place of Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins at left guard, Cody Whitehair at center, Nate Davis and Darnell Wright on the right side, and Lucas Patrick as the backup. That was the plan, right?
That was the plan, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch Lucas Patrick and want him to be on the field more? Is there one Bears fan that had that take? Is there one Bears coach, more importantly, that had that take?
Lucas Patrick might have had that take.
Lucas Patrick might have had that take. I don't even know if Lucas Patrick had that take. I think Lucas Patrick is happy to collect his dough and support his teammates and yell at the media. I think he's very happy to do all of that. He's totally fine with that. What I'm interested in is, if Cody Whitehair keeps slapping one ball to the left, one ball to the right, and then one ball over the head, and Justin Fields is going to win a Gold Glove back there, catching snaps from him, do the Bears ever consider when he gets a little bit healthier and maybe later in the year when things start to, become a little more clear of where they're going, does Doug Kramer get an opportunity to play some? I'd be interested in that. I doubt it unless things go really in the tank.
When I woke up this morning, that's the first thing I thought about. I'm like, Bears, Vikings. We need to talk about Doug Kramer.
Okay, fine. I'm interested in Doug Kramer.
All right.
There was a moment in time where Doug Kramer was making a move.
Doug Kramer's still on IR.
He was close to being active this week.
Well, he probably could be, but they don't need him, so he's
not.
What's this for?
This is for Justin. Justin Fields deserves, he's a former baseball player too. He deserves a Gold Glove for the way he's catching Whitehair snaps. We're going to give him the Gold Glove. We're going to give him the Gold Glove for that. And Jake Flanagan got me this Gold Glove as a gift for our softball championship to add on to the trophy that's still here. So thank you. And now I'm bequeathing, thank you, this Gold Glove to Justin for being. Last week was seriously, that was Gold Glove award. That was Gold Glove worthy.
Cool. I like it.
All right. No problem. Let me catch this horrible snap and then all of a sudden I'm just instantly running through 7 guys because I'm Justin Fields.
Snaps got it. I have. I don't know. Did you watch it in that Iowa-Wisconsin game? Because the Wisconsin
people who would watch that game.
Yeah, the answer.
I hope your answer is no. But on top of by the way, Iowa's punter is electric.
Saw a great tweet about a punt to him.
He's unbelievable. What I'm getting at here is the Wisconsin center. He can't snap either. So the amount of bad snaps I'm consuming right now in my life, it's hurting the heart a little bit. Can we get the snaps better?
I can't.
No more knuckleballs. No more change ups. It's a snap. Can we snap the ball 5 yards into Justin?
Apparently not. Somewhere
in I'm not even asking for right into his hands. Just somewhere where he doesn't have to jump up to the sky would be nice. That's all.
No, I got it.
All right.
Nick coming up. Yep.
And if for some reason you're watching this and you're near Soldier Field and you're like, I wonder if I could still get in to the game today, go check out Game Time, which you can use even if you don't want to use it today, but you can use it for any of your sports, music, comedy, theater events near you, wherever you are, check out Game Time. It's an awesome app. You won't have to worry about buying tickets for your next big event because they have killer last-minute deals, which is why I brought up the Bears game. Now is the time, perfect time, to go there on a Game Time, check it out. They usually have the flash deal where you could swipe that little yellow thing at the top, and it'll show you the best seat with the best deal right now, and usually includes some discounts. They have a cool thing where you can buy a seat like in a zone that's like usually 20% off, and you don't necessarily know the specific seat you're going to get, but you will be seated together with how many tickets you buy, and you're guaranteed like kind of in a zone, and they'll give you a discount for doing that. So a lot of cool opportunities there on Game Time to get the right seat that you need for a great price, and we give you $20 off your first purchase, first time using Game Time with code CHGO. So check it out right now, or anytime you need last-minute tickets. I use Game Time all the time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CHGO for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem that code CHGO. You get $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Get fitted out in the best sports gear after you get your tickets. It's through FOCO, F-O-C-O, hoodies, shoes, signs, bobbleheads, everything in between. And yes, they've got everything you need. Aloha shirts, straw hats, polos, bags, just making you look like the stud that you are. Set decorations, Fields, Hester, FOCO with the awesome pieces. We appreciate it. Check out FOCO.com, F-O-C-O.com, or you can click the link in the description below. For all non-presale items, use that promo code CHGO. You get 10% off. Thank you to our friends at FOCO. Gifts for one and all.
Behind the Bears' offensive line, I think we should talk about the running back situation a little bit. So Bears going into this game with Deontay Foreman. This is your opportunity because Roschon Johnson's not up. So it's Deontay Foreman, Darrington Evans, Kari Blasingame.
Yep. Look, Deontay Foreman sat last year behind Christian McCaffrey. Then he got his opportunity, and he took advantage of it, baby. Can he do it? Again, I mean, he had 877 yards when he got in middle of the season last year. So, and he averaged 4.6 yards per carry. Scored 5 touchdowns. He had over 100 yards in 5 games.
Yeah. If you're in a bind right now from a fantasy football standpoint, you need a last-minute pickup because you're short of running back, I think Deontay Foreman's a good play today. Just from volume in the Bears' offense. He's going to get the carries. He's going to get the opportunity. It's not a bad play.
Did you make it?
No, I didn't need him. But I'm saying if somebody else does.
What about just betting the over on him?
That's an option, too.
I mean,
I looked at that. I think an anytime touchdown, I think you'd have to tell me what his yardage is. I don't know it off the top of my head.
I'm pulling it up right now.
But the question really is, and to Bears fans, feel free to answer in the chat, too. I mean, do you trust Deontay Foreman in this spot? I do. I mean, I think this is why he was kept on the roster. Doesn't do much on special teams. Maybe not the greatest pass blocker. Maybe effort's a question sometimes. But when he's called upon, like he was last year with the Carolina Panthers, some other times in his career, he picks up yards, which is his job. So I think they're going to be fine today.
53.5.
I think over.
Minus 110 on the over for 53.5. Under is minus 120. So you got to. It's going to cost you more to get the under.
I think Adam Johns, that was his bold prediction was over 100 yards.
Darrington Evans at 14.5 is free money.
Ooh, that's an interesting play.
You don't think so, Law?
I don't know.
Darrington Evans is going to be on the field today. You can't they have I'm going to bet it. I have to add money to my account to do it. I'm going to bet it. I'm going to do it.
Oh, you got to add money?
I got to add money.
Oh, no.
It's been a rough. I've been doing these stupid-ass parlays and betting on Bears offensive explosions, and I'm getting nothing. But I'm adding on.
You got to make smart plays, like Iowa plus 10 in a game where their
You
opponent
like Darrington Evans?
isn't going to score 10 points.
14.5?
I think it's an interesting play. The only reason I'm a little skeptical about him just getting a lot of snaps is because he hasn't been here.
I need 5 snaps. 5 carries. You think the Foreman's going to be
5 carries, so that means he's got to average
3 a carry.
5 carries. I don't know if he gets 5. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Don't forget they have Justin Fields. He's pretty good at running the football too.
So you like between Foreman and Evans, Foreman 53.5 or Evans 14.5. Who do you like more?
I think I like Foreman. I just think he's going to get the bulk of the. I don't hate the 14.5 play though. I don't think it's
You'd
the
like
lock
it
of the world like you said it was. Anthony 199 super chat here. Foreman's chance TD and let Freeney out there.
Feeney? Dan Feeney?
Oh yeah. Foreman's chance TD. I don't know what's going on there.
I assume anytime TD is maybe what he's suggesting is a good idea.
There's some other super chats too. I think we can.
If you wanna, do you wanna hit the top one here? Sure.
The Bears bastard 999. Sick of the Williams talk. Let's focus on the current 53. Today is a big day, not only to build a win streak, but because they have an opportunity to get their first division win since 2021.
9 in a row, man.
That's bad. You got to end it. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a game the Bears should win, in my opinion. And in general, if you want to be taken seriously, you can't be losing to a 1-4 Vikings team, division rival on your own field. It's just got to stop.
Well, let me ask you this. And I asked you this offline, so I want you to answer it online. And maybe it's the same answer, maybe it's changed. Why are the Vikings favored by 3 points today, as we're less than a half hour from kickoff?
Well, because I think most people believe that they have a better roster than the Bears, even without Justin Jefferson.
So literally everybody in Chicago who watches this team is picking the Bears to win today.
Yeah.
You're picking them to win. Everyone here is picking them to win. If you look around Chicago media, literally everybody in Chicago media is picking him to win. There we are. Will's got him winning by a touchdown. Nick and Will have the same score. That's a little awkward. Hoge by 10. Carm by 3.
Why is that awkward?
Woot by 3. I don't know. It's awkward. Bears brothers, they get the same score. It's awkward. Braves got a 4-point win.
Yeah, how come no one? Yeah, but nobody's bold like me going 10 points.
You got it right. Biggs, picking him to win. Wiederer, picking him to win. Guys that historically maybe by the fan base were like, you're negative. The negative ones, everyone's on board. Yet the Vikings are favored by 3.
Carm. Negative,
Right. Negative Carm.
Negative Carm picked them to win.
Kevin Kaduk, who called Matt Eberflus the worst coach in Chicago history, got him winning today. I mean, Emma believes they're going to win. These people are walking in right now, so I'm saying their names. The Kirk Cousins effect. Did you watch, Hoge, the Vikings and the Chiefs? I'm sure you did because you're Adam Hoge.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Did you see how much duress?
Great fake punt the Vikings ran.
That was a great fake punt. Right.
I almost broke that down on Twitter this week.
Who's got the better coach? Who's got the better coach?
Ha.
Ooh, I don't know that you can.
Oh, come on.
Have you watched Kevin O'Connell? I don't know that it's a slam dunk.
The Vikings won 13 games last year. They won 7,000 close games. We went 1-7 in close games.
All right, if you're going to go on the resume, Kevin O'Connell, sure. Ask me that same question, though, in 3 hours. Who had the better coaching day today?
Okay.
Kevin O'Connell didn't pass the up 8, go for 2 test last week, which surprised me. I'm out on Kevin O'Connell.
I'm going
just because of that one play.
I'm going Super Bowl bet today.
Q Harlan, $2.
Can you just do the show and
34.
make your bets earlier?
I'm doing everything.
I'm doing everything. Q Harlan, $2. Got Bears 34, Vikings 27.
Another one. Another one. Bears.
I'd love. Is anyone picking the Vikings in the chat? Anyone being honest out there?
Let me do a poll.
I don't know. Do we have Nick or no?
Do you want to talk to Nick?
Yeah, I just was waiting for you to tell me we had him.
Oh, let's get to Nick here. 7 steps to do this.
All right.
There's Nick right there. Hi, Nick.
Hi, guys.
Nick!
Jesus Christ.
You okay?
Apparently that was loud.
That was loud. It's a little loud, but I'm good. I'm good, you guys. How are you guys doing?
Nick, what
you tell us, Nick, what are you seeing on the field right now?
Yeah, please.
Well, I'm not seeing Kyler Gordon, you guys. I was trying to find where 6 was at out there during just a warm-ups, just watching the secondary, watching everybody do their individual thing. I didn't see 6. And then when I saw the defense line up, you saw 27 Greg Stroman with at the nickel spot. So not to say that he isn't playing or anything like that, but obviously he was activated off IR and he's not on the injury report. So maybe just something to monitor and see how the Bears maybe again handle his snap counts this game, because he was wearing like a padding over his right hand during Thursday's practice when I was there. So maybe we have to just kind of wait and see. But I didn't see 6 out there.
So you don't see him at all, like on the field.
No, I was making sure that I wasn't missing him out there. But from what I was able to see just in the warm up period for the last 15 minutes, did not see number 6 out there.
So off IR yesterday, active for the game today, not on the field in warm-ups. That's a new one for me.
Maybe he's got some crime fighting to take
Sounds
care
to
of.
me like he just had to.
Maybe he had to go potty.
That's what I'm getting at. I think he's. I mean, I was late to the tailgate today because I had to strategize my situation. Maybe Kyler Gordon's doing the same thing.
Okay.
Too
much information. What about the O-line, Nick?
Yeah, so one of the lineups that I did see out there, you had your left tackle is Larry Borum, your left guard is Tevin Jenkins, center Dan Feeney, right guard Nate Davis. And then you had, again, this is just one lineup I saw out there, with Jatari Carter at your right tackle, but Darnell Wright was, ready to get into the next rep afterwards. So I wonder if they're just mixing in guys. But and Cody Whitehair was out there as well. So you guys, I think they're just kind of putting different players in different positions. Lucas Patrick was suited up out here today, which was nice to see after being on concussion protocol throughout the week, and obviously leaving that game against Commanders early. But yeah, that's kind of what the offensive line. I'm thinking you're going to see the same lineup that you saw for a majority of the Commanders game, where your left tackle is Borum, your left guard is Tevin Jenkins, your center Cody Whitehair, right guard Nate Davis, and then right tackle Darnell Wright.
Nick, I want to clarify just so we're on the same page here. Who's the starting center?
So that was just the lineup I caught. Was with Dan Feeney at center. So, okay. I mean, Cody Whitehair's out there, but
But you're seeing Feeney with the ones.
Yeah, but then again, Darnell Wright wasn't at the right tackle spot. So it might have just been what I caught was like a majority, like a mix of the starters and then also some of the reserves back there.
Okay.
I don't think we need to read too much into that.
I don't think so either. I would be shocked if Cody White. I don't want to confuse people. I would be shocked if Cody Whitehair's not starting at center. I don't think it's Dan Feeney, but we'll I guess we'll have to wait and see. The nickel spot is very interesting with Greg Stroman. I mean, him being out there warm-ups instead of Kyler Gordon is interesting, so we'll continue to monitor that. Maybe there'll be a rotation as they ease Kyler Gordon back in there. But Stroman's been playing well, so it's good to have some depth there. I'm not necessarily worrying about it. But anything else that we should take from warm-ups or anything else you're seeing?
Yeah, just watching Eddie Jackson, Jalen Johnson out there look good throughout the warm-ups. Again, they're just kind of doing their back pedal, breaking off the ball when the coach is kind of bringing the ball down. But, they're out there moving well, and that's obviously what you want to see during the pregame warm-ups. And I'll tell you this. I know weather might have been, a factor going into this one, but looking like the sun's about to break out here, and it's Soldier Field. Doesn't look like there's going to be any weather as of right now. So it's looking good, you guys. If you're worried about weather being maybe a huge factor, I'm looking at the field goal post right now. Not much wind either, so looks like it could be a clean game. And I know, Adam, you posted that. Looks like Soldier Field got the grass resodded or something. Looks pretty good right now, you guys. So looking like weather's not going to play too much of a factor as of 11:39. We still have a couple of minutes here before kickoff.
Which, by the way, was one of the reasons why a lot of people liked the Bears today, because they thought that this would be a rain-soaked, run-the-ball, Justin Fields, somehow Bears grind it out without their top two running back type of game. But, I mean, looking out the window here at good old CHGO, it's bright sunshine, baby. It's a beautiful day to be out there. So
yeah, I would like the record, on the record, though, that, and Nick, you know this because of where you live, it's been sunny in Arlington Heights since about 5 a.m. or whenever the sun came up. So, any rain that was maybe at the tailgate early this morning, it's just a beautiful day out in Arlington Heights.
Well, okay. I don't know what's happening right now.
I'm just saying, it's a beautiful day.
We're not going to Arlington Heights. That's not even a thing. The Bears are staying at Soldier
They're
Field.
going to
Well,
Arlington
they don't
Heights,
own
Mark.
all that land anymore.
They do, but they're not
Okay.
using it for that. They're just going to make a.
They're going to give it to Nick.
They're going to give it to Nick,
I'll take it.
or maybe Nick's brother was at the tailgate today. Hey, Nick, the Bears are wearing 51 patches for Dick Butkus. But are we seeing anything as a tribute for good old Dick out there? I hear there's like a very small painting of his number somewhere.
Yeah,
Go
guys, I'm
ahead.
trying to still find that. It's got to be in like one of the corner. Oh, I just spotted it. That is the smallest little tribute of Dick. I'm about to tweet this picture out, guys, but it is a tiny 51 in the left corner. I think that's the north end zone there, where Chicago is at in the end zone. But I have found the tribute. They should have made it a lot bigger. I'll tell you that right now.
Butkus is going to rise up from the dead and tackle George McCaskey for this.
Yeah. I mean, at least they put the patches on the jersey, which they didn't do for Gale Sayers.
Can we get like a nice big 51 football on the 20?
It should be the 50-yard line.
Let's go. I mean,
Get rid of the C today. Just put a big 5-1 out there.
I mean, come
I don't
on.
even know if that's legal, but let's. I mean, if the Browns could put an elf on their field, we could put 51.
You can spray paint whatever you want out there. Put 51. I mean, come on. From the
Put
20
CHGO out there.
it's exactly right. Put a picture of Nick out there alongside Butkus. Make him
People
look.
would be distracted the whole game if Nick's
That's
face was
true.
on the field the entire time.
He is too pretty.
I
That's
would be
all.
distracted. Like, why would we do that? But I'm about to tweet out the picture of how small this little 51 is in comparison to everything else here. So look out for that on my Twitter account, you guys, because that is not good enough.
For the record, everything they're doing for Butkus today, on-field display of the 51 jersey. There's a Butkus memorial that's at the stadium's south courtyard by Gate 1, a space where fans can see his Pro Football Hall of Fame bus and receive you get a commemorative button for anybody who's listening to the game out here. If you want to go to the south courtyard, Gate 1, you can get a Butkus pen. A locker room display with Butkus jersey is also going to be at Gate 7. But they're having this on-field thing, and apparently it's just like this little tiny nothing. Come on, man. Stick Butkus.
Well, I like the patches on the jerseys, though.
That's
But,
true.
And Hester's walking around with the Butkus jersey on, which is cool. I saw that on
All right, Devin. There you go.
as well.
There we go.
All right, Nick, any final thoughts before we let you go ahead of kickoff?
You know, guys, this is a great opportunity for the Bears to get their first division win since 2021, get a 2-game winning streak going, and, you know, just build off the momentum they started Thursday night. So let's see if they can capitalize off a Vikings team that hasn't been playing very good football. No Justin Jefferson. It's a different Vikings team, but we'll see. It's the Bears, right? So we'll see if they can. I think Mark and I, we talked about in the pregame show, like consistency, right? We want to start seeing that in all phases, and good opportunity to do that week 6 against the Vikings.
Hey, Nick, is Darrington Evans running around out there?
Well, right now, the drum line is out here, and I didn't really pay too much attention to Darrington Evans. I'm sorry about that, Mark. That's a bad job on me.
No,
But
it's not
I
a
did
bad
see
job.
Foreman going out there. He was moving.
All right, just thank you. If you see Darrington Evans doing something in the next 17 minutes, text me. I might
I'll
make a
text
heavy.
you.
I might make a heavy play on Darrington Evans.
Actually,
14
I'll
and a half
message you
yards.
on Facebook. I'll message you on Facebook, Mark.
Thank
because
you so
accepted my
much.
friend request.
I appreciate it.
Insider trading. All right, Nick, enjoy the game.
Yep, you too, you guys.
See you for post game.
We do have one final score for you from London, Tottenham Stadium. Great stadium.
Losers.
God, the stadium's cool. There's no debate.
Eh.
Okay. Ravens 24, Titans 16.
Don't care.
Wow.
You know, I'm all about.
You don't want to know how many tackles Roquan Smith had?
Nah, I kind of do. Tell me.
9. Looks like that's
Does that
all he
lead the,
did, though.
did that lead the team?
No. Tied with Patrick Queen, who also had a tackle for loss and a sack.
Okay. Can I address one thing here, Hogue, before we get into whatever you're doing next? Just real fast.
Sneezing.
Bless you. That's okay. So the
This is the
trade.
first time I've ever sneezed on this show.
Is it?
I think so.
The NFL trade deadline is October 31st, okay? So we have today's game with the Vikings, the Raiders, and the
Are
Chargers.
they going to ruin Halloween?
They might.
Oh,
We're gonna be
come
busy.
on.
Maybe. Actually, I don't think we are going to be busy.
Why is it on Halloween?
You got to talk to Goodell. I have no idea. But my point is that there is sort of this narrative that I'm starting to hear that, well, these next 3 games are going to determine what the Bears are going to do at the deadline. No, they shouldn't, and I don't think no, they're not. You can't tell me that if the Bears beat the Vikings, the Raiders, and the Chargers, and they've won 4 in a row at 4-4, that they're going to start trading draft picks or trading any asset to try to build on. That's not happening. I
think the argument you're trying to make, and I agree with, is that whatever the Bears do at the trade deadline
should be determined.
Would probably not be impacted by the results of these games. Could be impacted by who's hurt, who's developing, who's not. But it should be more about the overall roster building process than anything that happens over these next 3 weeks.
Right. And, like, if you go back last year, well, they traded for Claypool last year. It wasn't because they were trying to win. It was because they were trying to give the quarterback help and see if he could play. So could they do something in theory like that again, even though the Claypool trade was a disaster? Sure, fine, that's possible. If that I don't think that that philosophy is completely buried because of the Claypool trade. Another thing I'm also hearing, by the way, is that, well, you know, the process on Claypool was great. No, it wasn't. If you want to say, like, I understood the process, like, I got it, they were trying to help Justin, okay. But the process of dealing for somebody from a good organization that they didn't want is not great. And I hope that they learned from it. I'm sure they did. That's a bad. That's
yeah.
Not,
like if you're saying the process of adding a wide receiver last year to help Justin was like that part of the process good, but like it being specifically Claypool was questionable.
Right. It wasn't a great process. I'm just saying this overall. Look, they should know right now if Eddie Jackson, if Jalen Johnson, if they're a part of this team going forward. And if their answer to that question is no, I'm not saying it should be no, but if the answer is no, then whatever the Bears do in the next 3 weeks should not matter, and you make the best trade that you can make at that time because both those guys are free agents and will be no longer Bears. So get something for someone and let guys play. But if you like them, then you're not going to trade them after 3 weeks because if things go awry that you don't want these guys. Especially Jalen, who's 24 years old.
Stop trading away your good players.
Stop trading away your good players.
But if they've decided that they're not going to re-sign him, then maybe it does make sense to trade him.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're not going to re-sign those guys, even if they win the next 3, if you know that you're not signing Jalen 98%, then go ahead and deal him.
Super chat from Kyle Jennings, $5. I think Chase Claypool gets credit for the 8 touchdowns and 1 interception.
He might, Kyle.
Yeah. There's something.
Not as much as us, but thank you for the super chat.
I asked a couple former players, like, did you ever have a player like that with, like, Chase Claypool, where just getting rid of him seemed to have such a positive impact immediately on the, like, results on the field? And they couldn't really think of one. It's pretty bizarre.
There's definitely examples out there, but I don't have one off the top of my head.
But like, we're like immediately the next game
which
again supports the idea that he should have been inactive in week 2. Hey, CHGO is supported by Goose Island Beer Company, Chicago's beer since 1988. I went to Binny's yesterday, actually, and the Blackhawks Pale Ale's back.
Yeah, actually, our Blackhawks guys got a photo of Luke Richardson sipping on one at a presser about a week ago, which is a great photo.
It's a great, seriously, I'm a big Pale Ale. I don't like heavier IPAs. I like sort of more of the APA style, and the Blackhawks one is good. Check it out. They also got Oktoberfest, all the Beer Hug family that we've talked about, 312. The Full Pocket Pills is still going strong. All that's there for you. Grab Ultra Fresh brewery-exclusive beers at Goose Island's original brew house on Clybourne Avenue in Lincoln Park, or from their tap room on Fulton Street in Westtown. Goose Island Beer Company, Chicago's beer.
And, hey, for everybody who came out to the tailgate today, we greatly appreciate it, especially the diehards that came out there. If you are not a diehard yet, we would love you to become one. Go to allchgo.com. And yes, discounts on tailgates, discounts on merchandise. We're going to have a hangout any moment now. I can smell one coming, Hoge, this week, right? Maybe I'll just do it myself.
Would you like to come up with the actual name of it, or we're just hanging out?
Is there a name for it that I don't remember? Or
Happy hour?
The happy hour, right. I want to have a happy hour. I want to see you next Sunday.
You can plan a happy hour.
I want to plan a happy hour this week. I miss happy hour. I want to bond with our people.
We do owe the people a happy hour.
No, it's not even an O.
Or a hangout, a CHGO hangout.
CHGO hangout. CHGO
Virtual hangout.
8:00 Wednesday night. Let's go. We'll figure that out sometime today. Let's get one going. Any rate,
2 more tailgates left too. Don't miss out. And,
next Sunday, maybe I'll be there.
There's only one left on Sunday because it's not next. Is it next Sunday? It is next Sunday. Because the last one is a Thursday night.
Oh baby!
So
Thursday afternoon. I've already heard it's
Yeah.
starting at like 2 in the afternoon, which I love it. Sickos. Let's go.
Makes sense.
Diehards. Let's do this.
Makes sense. Herb Lawrence coming in right now, back from the tailgate.
which Herb's going to be sitting up here as we're doing the live watch along that we've been doing. Herb and Kevin and Hoge.
I'll be in here a little bit, yeah,
Are
especially
gonna
in
be
the
there.
first half and then halftime.
I'll pop in at some point, perhaps. I'm not sure who else is doing it, but yes. So we'll be doing that coming up here for your game time, and then of course post game. And Philip, I completely agree. Great show by everybody out here except for Carm. I've been off. I've just been off my game, doing a terrible job over here. Anyway, become a diehard. We appreciate it.
I think it's top 5 shows you've ever had.
You think top 5?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of.
And, while we're doing a little call to action here, can I suggest that y'all subscribe to our channel if you're not? I see 1,000 people watching. I hope you've already all subscribed and get the notifications when we're going live. But if not, we are very close to 40,000, and I would like to see that number hit.
I don't see why we can't. How far away are we? We should be able to get that today.
Let's see. Yeah, where are we?
Hit subscribe, and if you are one of our
less than 300 away.
Okay. All right, people, I love you. Diehards, love you. Right now, hit the share button, okay, however you're watching, or do this on your phone if you're watching on your TV. Hit the share button, copy the link, and text it to a bunch of your Bears fans right now and ask them to subscribe to the channel. They won't regret it, except when they're watching Carm. All other times, though, they'll be... Tell them Braggs is coming on postgame, and they don't want to miss this Bears lunatic on the postgame show.
Braggs was in some strong form today. He kicked my ass in bags, and it was kind of funny because he just looked right at me. He's like, "This ain't tennis, buddy."
Yeah, tell your friends we got a watch party coming up. We got postgame after. I just dropped the link of the watch party in our chat, so you can do that. Send your friends.
We don't have a lot of time here. I want to get some keys out there. Do you have any?
Yeah, well, let's get the prop bets in here quickly.
Cool.
Got a couple good ones for you. I think, by the way, this line has moved back to 3, which is interesting.
I'm telling you.
It's not moving in the Bears' favor. It moved the other way.
I might bet the Vikings.
Maybe more opportunity. Or to extra half point if you're going on the Bears. I'm going to give you – let's keep the ball rolling here with Cole Kmet. Seems to be the red zone target. We all thought he could be and would be. So plus 220, I think he's like the 7th highest – let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 highest odds to score a touchdown in this game. I mean, they're giving that one away for me.
Who's ahead of him? Who has lower odds than him?
Alexander Madison, T.J. Hawkinson, Justin Fields, DJ Moore, Jordan Addison, Deontay Foreman, K.J. Osborne. Even K.J. Osborne's ahead of Cole Kmet. And actually, this has moved on DraftKings to plus 225.
Okay.
So it's even better than what we have listed. That was from the pregame. And I'll give you another one, too. Even farther down this list, and I've been talking about this a lot this week, I think Darnell Mooney is in a good spot today to score a touchdown. That one is plus 380. So if there's a guy you want to kind of ride today in some same game parlays, I would go with Darnell Mooney. I think they've been close to unlocking him, and you're probably going to get as good odds as you're possibly going to get the rest of the season today. So there you go.
His receiving yards are 30.5.
I could see him going over. He would have gone over that on the first play of the game last week. had he caught that ball.
You think that's free money?
I don't know if it's free. They got to connect. But if they do connect, I don't think anything's free money.
Carm's just trying to like.
Except Iowa plus 10. I've never seen a guy on his phone trying to figure out his pregame bets more during his show than
I'm
what's
listening.
going on.
Listen, we're
Will
down
you give
to
the people your
tell the viewers what you
your prop bets?
I actually added on to my prop. I put Darrington Evans 14.5 yards on there too. I got plus 2,000 on it. So I got Robert Tonyan an anytime touchdown, which will be his first of the year. Why do I like that? Because I think that Justin Fields is going to have to find more targets, and the last time Tonyan got in the end zone was against the Vikings. I like that synergy. Robert Tonyan is scoring today. Justin Fields, 1.5 passing touchdowns. Have you guys been paying attention? 4 and 4. You're telling me that he can't get to half of that? I will take that all day long. Da-na-na, na-na-na. And I threw in a Darrington Evans plus over 14.5 as well, which got me to plus 2,000. $20 for a $440 win here. I think it's plus 2,200.
And Braggs didn't give us one, so you get Car.
Yeah, I just gave him which, by the way, Kari Blasingame, plus 650, which is way
6.5
lower
to win, that's low. They're expecting
the plus 2,800 I'm used to.
And what's weird about that is, it's plus 650. That makes sense. They have fewer running backs.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But come on now.
I agree.
All right.
All right, what keys did you have?
Well, I'm interested, and I put in there the rotation in the secondary. And now we got Kyler Gordon not on the field. And you don't have Terrell Smith. So I'm curious how they're going to do that. Other keys. Gervon Dexter had a huge rating last week for how he played. Somebody has got to get to Kirk Cousins today. I'm speaking the obvious, but I'm looking for Dexter to back up his grading last week with actual real performance. Or if it's not him, somebody. DeMarcus Walker, you flashed last week. I want the defensive line actually flashing. And the other thing that I'm really looking for, and this is why I'm going to bet Darnell Mooney, you are due. And last week, Fields did a whole lot of staring at Darnell and then going to Justin, which worked miraculously. But the Vikings are going to be smarter than that, but their secondary is weak. So you would think that there can be some success there. My nerves about it after watching the Vikings and the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes did some wizardry last week against that rush. So hopefully Fields is going to be up to the task for that because they're going to be in his face. He's going to have to make some really quick, awkward, challenging decisions. So if he's successful at that, I think the Bears will win the football game.
All right. Well, we are loving the Bears today. Crystal in the chat, $4.99. As we clean up our super chats here. Hey, I didn't make it to the tailgate today, but I'm headed to the game. Running late. I have Bears winning by 10, 30-20. Love you guys. Crystal and me. Bears by 10. Book it. I got 31-21. Scotty.
Crystal, we missed you today. I missed you.
Scotty, $5 super chat. Shout out from Dayton, Ohio. Stoked to see the Bears get their second straight win. Love you all at CHGO Bear Down Chi-Town. We love you right back, Scotty. And Carm, super chat here. I think you'll care about Eli. $4.99. Love the show. Live in Israel. Probably going to be the last pregame show for a while because I'm going in the Army as a reserve. So win one for me.
Wow, Eli. Stay safe,
Eli.
my friend. Terrifying times in the region for one and all, as we've been saying on the show. Just feel terrible for everybody caught in the middle, and a lot of people. I've stepped
Eli's
up.
a longtime viewer. Please be safe,
Thank you.
Eli.
I mean,
Thank you so much, Eli.
A reminder of the very serious stuff going on
Yeah,
elsewhere in the world. I think Pete Davidson actually said it pretty good last night, though, on SNL, where, and he's somebody who lost his dad in a terrorist attack. He's like, comedy's always got me through this stuff, so I'm just going to do what I know how to do, which is make people laugh tonight. And in the meantime, we're thinking about you, Eli. We're thinking about everybody else affected by this. Obviously, a huge population in Chicago affected by it. And regardless, hopefully in some small way, whether it's the Bears or sports or whatever it is, it can give you somewhat of a smile.
Yeah,
that's all we can say right now. I guess.
It's like paying attention to the world is so unbelievably painful right now. But Eli, thank you so much and appreciate you, man.
All right, it's time for kickoff. We got to go. We'll be right back here on the live watch along though. So the link is in the description. It's also on our YouTube channel if you can't find it, but it is a separate link. So go find that. Jump right in with the live watch along. And either way, we're here post-game for you as well. As soon as the game's over, we are right here with Greg Braggs as well, breaking it all down. Let's see if the Bears can get their second win in a row. Talk to you here in a little bit.
We all silly like the mayor.